Thank you for joining me, Ashwyn Mberi, on NMH at 1, where we highlight the news making waves in Namibia and beyond, ranging from current affairs to community stories, sports and economic news. Coming up in this broadcast, Namra surpasses collection targets again, new push in Parliament to regulate social media, and Sinn Féin trucks running again. Follow all our programs on oneup2.com or DSTV 285 or GoTV 25 in Namibia. Midday news update up next. The Namibian Ports Authority has warned the general public about false vacancy advertisements which are circulating across various social media platforms. According to the Ports Authority, the advertisement titled Namport Recruitment 2023 falsely indicates the presence of job openings at the company. Elias Mwenyo, the executive for commercial services at Namport, said that if and when such opportunities do arise within the structure of Namport, they will, as a matter of standard practice, communicate these through the official channel. Now, Visual News highlights local stories from across Namibia right after the break.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
MTC, in partnership with the Wildlife Fund Africa, launched the MTC Oasis One Skeleton Coast Music Festival set for 15 to 17 December at Long Beach. The festival is aimed at using the power of music to preserve wildlife. Featured artists include Top Cherry, Sally Boss Madame, Script, Sunny Boy, KP Illist and more. Michael Kayunde reports.
Gentlemen, without further ado, if I call up your name, please make your way to the stage. KP list.
Okay.
My personal favorite Namibian Tupac Shakur, Jericho. Tolamske. Eye protect. Ayo. Script. Top Cherry what? I swear when I saw Top Cherry performing for the first time a few years ago, and I was like, it's a V is kind. All the way from Walfish Bay, by Narsekant. Wow. DJ Alba. Wow.
After the break, Namibian Sun leads us into the newspaper review. Stay with NMH at 1.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Now, Namibian Sun reports that if the profits of clean energy are to be believed, the panacea to Namibia and South Africa's socio-economic challenges is green hydrogen. This perhaps explains the race for renewable energy sources, which has sparked a development boom in the Southern African development community, one that has come with an avalanche of promises coupled with high hopes. So far, Namibia and South Africa are moving fast as they look to transition to clean energy, with the demand for green hydrogen expected to skyrocket in coming years. Politically, the two continue to sing the song of intentional collaboration when it comes to green hydrogen, but the situation on the ground paints a different picture. On page 3, the Namibia Local Business Association accused the government of not coming to the party where small and medium-sized businesses are concerned, saying the lack of support is impacting the private sector's ability to spur the economy. The comments were made by the Business Lobbying Group's Vice President Kanu Amadila during a recent sit-down on the Evening Review. He blasted the government's laissez-faire approach to business, saying it is the reason businesses are going under. Local business people do not have businesses anymore, especially because of the COVID-19 pandemic. You can catch the Evening Review on Namibian Sun's Facebook page and have a look at that interview once again. Now, on the front page of the Republican, Omaruru residents will once again have to get used to the rumble of Sinn Féin's trucks hauling lithium ore through the town day and night. According to locals, a cloud of dust can be seen hanging just above the lithium mine outside the town. Yesterday morning, one resident saw 9 large dump trucks drive by within 5 minutes. Ernest Vita, Irongo regional councillor responsible for the Daures constituency, said this is not a new development, as many trucks, especially loaded with copper from Zambia, travel back and forth on their way to the port in Walvis Bay. Meanwhile, the recent increase in Sinn Féin's trucks brings an injection to the town's economy, with petrol stations and shops benefiting from the truck drivers' business, he said. On page 3 of the Republican, the Ministry of the Environment, Forestry and Tourism, in a media release, confirmed that the desert-adapted black-maned male lion Mwezi shot is. On October 10, a 7 or 8-year-old male lion was found in the Paumang area of Kunene region as a problem animal declared in terms of our laws and guidelines, and was shot because he repeatedly killed livestock, said the statement. Now, moving over to the Agamana Zeitung, on its front page, after the Desert Lion Conservation Organization Desert Lions Human Relations Aid pointed out that the black-maned male desert lion Mwezi, or XPL, was probably hunted as a trophy last week, the Ministry of Environment is now speaking out. That is what Agamana Zeitung in today's publication is opening up with on its front page. Now, in a press statement issued by the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, the killing of the lion has been confirmed. On October 10, in Fontaine area of Kunene region, a 7 or 8-year-old male lion was declared a problem animal and was killed in accordance with our laws and guidelines because it kept killing people's livestock, the statement reads. On page 2, AZ is attending to the environmental projects in the Zambezi region, which will today receive funding from the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development. The goal of the collaboration is to support efforts in the region to mitigate and manage human-wildlife conflict. The Federal Ministry is transferring funds worth $20 million in Namibia to the so-called poverty-oriented support to community conservation project and $17 million in Namibia to the community livelihood development and human-wildlife conflict management project. Stay with us as we continue with the Namibian in the newspaper review.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
The Namibian reports that Popular Democratic Movement parliamentarian Vipua Muharukwa has tabled a motion to regulate social media. Now, on Wednesday, he proposed a motion in the National Assembly to establish a comprehensive social media regulatory framework for Namibia. 4 months ago, Information and Communication Technology Minister Pea Mushelenga suggested that the need for proper guidelines and regulations in using social media for government communication is crucial for a healthy democracy. On page 3, only 2 of the 8 people charged in connection with a massive alleged customs scam involving Chinese-owned businesses in Namibia appeared in the Windhoek High Court for their latest pre-trial hearing yesterday. 6 of the 8 accused in the matter are currently in China or Angola, defense lawyer Sisa Namanje informed Judge Christy Liebenberg during the hearing. The 2 accused who appeared in the court are Namibian businessman Laurentius Julius and Chinese business owner Ying Zhang. Namanje, who represented Ying, told the judge that the state has changed its indictment in the matter and provided a fresh indictment to him this week. Namanje also said he still needs to peruse all the documentation the state has disclosed to him before he would be in a position to prepare replies to pre-trial questions the state has delivered to the accused. Now, the New Era's lead story reports that since its establishment, the Namibia Revenue Agency has been pumping billions of dollars into state coffers as it consistently surpasses its collection targets. The financial year 2023-24 is no exception because as of 30 September, Namra has already collected over 37 billion Namibian dollars. On page 3 of the New Era, a family of 9 raised complaints against the Namibian police regarding the handling of a motor vehicle accident which led to the death of Dennis Mulimwa Sinvula in October 2022. Sinvula was a police officer with the rank of constable at the time of his untimely death. He was involved in a car accident and died on the spot. His brother Owen Sinvula said he feels that no justice was forthcoming after his brother's death because no blood samples were collected from the vehicle's drivers to ascertain the presence of alcohol or any prohibited substances. I am confident that my late sibling was a non-smoker and a teetotaler because he belonged to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, he added. Owen stated that it is believed that the other party drove recklessly and negligently, thereby causing the accident. Now, the Market Watch reports that micro, small and medium enterprises in Namibia, though crucial, grapple with the need for digital adaptation, sustainable innovation and consistent growth. In light of these challenges, the Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board has entered into a strategic partnership with the Estonian Center for International Development, a government-funded foundation responsible for managing and implementing Estonia's international development cooperation and humanitarian assistance projects. The partnership will, among others, culminate in the development of a digital capacity and skills development strategy for Namibian MSMEs, which will define and outline support measures for their benefit. Now, the newly appointed CEO of Pick n Pay warned that while a turnaround of the embattled group could take years, he is confident that a laser-like focus on individual stores and relationships will certainly help. More in economic news.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
In economic news, the newly appointed CEO of Pick n Pay warned that while a turnaround of the embattled group could take years, he is confident that a laser-like focus on individual stores and relationships will help restore the passion and energy that is essential for successful retailers. Sean Summers, who returned as CEO at the end of September after a 16-year hiatus, was on Wednesday tasked with unpacking the details of the more than 50-year-old group's first ever loss. He conceded that many of the group's stores had become unattractive to shoppers, while it has also been missing the mark in terms of its relationship with suppliers. Pick n Pay, now valued at about 13 billion rand on the JSE, has seen its share price more than halve in 2023, and it crashed more than 12% on Wednesday. Let's have a look at the economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades at 19.08 next to the US dollar, with 20.20 Namibian dollars getting you €1 and 23.09 getting you a British pound. Looking at selected NSX stock closing prices, most stocks maintained their value, whilst Namibia Breweries Limited is 0.01% in the red. Now, Oryx Properties, Paratus Namibia Holdings both made 0.10% dips, whilst the local index also closed down 0.02%. It's green across the board with regards to the commodities, with the highest upsurge coming from platinum with 0.91%. Niger's military leaders say they have foiled an attempt by ousted President Mohamed Bazoum to escape. Stay with us as we head into news from Africa.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraika. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Now, Niger's military leaders say they have foiled an attempt by ousted President Mohamed Bazoum to escape their custody on Thursday. Bazoum, who was overthrown by the military on July 26, attempted to flee in the night with his family, cooks and security, according to the regime spokesperson Amadou Abdrahmane. Now, Abdrahmane said that the escape bid failed and the main actors and some of the accomplices were arrested. An investigation has also been launched. Stay with us as we swing straight over into international news. Now, at least 18 people have been arrested after a wave of bomb threats prompted evacuations across France. The Palace of Versailles and the Louvre, as well as schools, airports and hospitals, have been targeted. Those behind the disruption are mostly minors, authorities say. The threats come at a time of heightened tension in France after a teacher was fatally stabbed by an alleged jihadist last week at a school in the northern city of Arras. Bomb scares have led to the Palace of Versailles being evacuated 4 times this week, while the Louvre in Paris was also forced to evacuate thousands of visitors last Saturday. Stay with us as we talk Redline Motor Club Windhoek hosting its Shall V Power Rally as we head into local sport after the break.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Redline Motor Club of Windhoek will be hosting its Shell V Power Rally in and around the capital over 2 days on Friday 20 and Saturday 21 October. Teams will tackle 108 kilometers and 12 special stages. Fans nationwide are excited for an action-packed weekend as the Bank Windhoek Namibia Volleyball Federation Cup finals come to the Windhoek Showgrounds. Saturday will see defending women's champions Revivals Volleyball Club and men's title holders Commerce Nampo Volleyball Club fight tooth and nail for a deja vu of glory, wishing to make another entry into the history books on a thrilling journey to the finals. Namibia's 200-meter Tokyo 2020 Olympic silver medalist Christine Mboma has signed an agreement that will see the Rob Youth Foundation being awarded a chance to sell Mboma streetwear merchandise. I'll certainly be making sure I get myself some of that. Let's talk Cricket World Cup in international sport. Now, Virat Kohli's unbeaten century sealed India's fourth win from 4 World Cup matches as the hosts defeated Bangladesh by 7 wickets in Pune on Thursday. South Africans went to sleep last Sunday night, if their adrenaline allowed any sleep, in an ecstatic mood. It had been a fraught week with a good ending. That mood may have been carried into Monday and Tuesday. Then came the realization that this weekend is going to be a nervously fraught one too, as South Africa takes on England in the Rugby World Cup semi-final. Keeping in mind that England last faced South Africa at the World Cup in the last World Cup. And we all know how that one went. Now, KTM rider Brad Binder produced a scorching late lap to stamp his mark on the Australian MotoGP with the fastest time in second practice on Friday, as championship leader Francesco Bagnaia finished outside the top. Now we're going to swing over to chill as Michael Kayunde lets us know every single thing that is essential for us happening on the social scene.
Good day, NMH at 1 viewers. My name is Michael Kayunde. I'm back on your TV screens to give you guys a lowdown of the events that are taking place in and around the country this weekend. To start with, you can catch Chill Sessions, that is tonight at 1900 hours on Namibian Sun's Facebook page, as well as NTV. That's the show where I get to take you in and around the country, counting down the trending music videos for the week. And you can also catch a repeat of the show on NTV tomorrow, Saturday at 7:30 in the morning. Moving along with other events you can expect to check out this weekend, you can check out that is the Tea Party for Hope taking place at Doc Juba Sports Field tomorrow, that is in Olympia. It's an event that educates people about cancer and just creating awareness around it. And then it has been coupled with performances by the likes of Ethnics as well as Lioness. So if you are into, you want to educate yourself about cancer and you also want to check out a performance by either Lioness or Ethnics, Doc Juba Sports Field is the spot for you to be at tomorrow. It starts from 9 to 1 a.m. So it's a morning thing. Make sure you are there on time. Another event you can catch this weekend is the Sizzling Presley at the Presley Lounge, that is, where you can get performances by the likes of Lynn Marie, Ryan Smith, The Yesterday, and many more. They are performing from 11 o'clock in the morning, so go out there and check out live performances. That's all we have for you for today. Make sure you go out there and support these events. From me, Michael, until next time, it's goodbye.
Let's get into the highlights from this afternoon's broadcast. Niger's military leaders say they have foiled an attempt by ousted President Mohamed Bazoum to escape their custody. At least 18 people have been arrested after a wave of bomb threats prompted evacuations across France. And Christine Mboma has signed an agreement that will see the Rob Youth Foundation being awarded a chance to sell Mboma streetwear merchandise. Those have been your highlights. Remember to tune in every weekday next week to spend your lunch hour with NMH at 1, catching up on the latest news in Namibia, Africa, and the world.